Hey guys, it is Amanda with Instant. I am here with Michael Stevens from Vsauce. I am so excited you're here today.
I'm really excited. Also, look what's on the table.
We are
curiosity boxes.
The curiosity is very high right now.
We're gonna have fun.
I'm so excited. So yeah, you are here. We have these curiosity boxes. Tell us a little bit about the curiosity box for those who don't know what it is.
So I am mainly known for my YouTube channel, Vsauce. There's 3 Vsauce channels, and we do all kinds of science and curiosity deep dives into topics. Things like, why is it called your bottom if it's in the middle of your body, right?
Never thought about that.
It's fun things to talk about, but we got tired of just talking. We wanted to put things into people's hands that made them curious, made them learn, and that's what the curiosity box is. It is a jumbo box of the most science-y, educational stuff spanning math, chemistry, history.
Yeah. So this isn't your typical subscription box. Subscription box, I feel like you think of beauty items and you think of all that kind of stuff.
These are beautiful though, but you don't really put too many of them on your skin. We do have a lotion that maybe we'll get to later.
Ooh, yeah.
But it's of course got a special property to it that allows you to do your own investigations. But yeah, it's a box that often contains things that we've been using in videos. So you can
kind of bringing the video to life.
Brings it right into your home. Yeah, and it comes to your door every quarter. So yeah, you're basically building up a laboratory slowly. And when I was a kid, my dad would take me to science shops, he'd take me to science museums, and I had all these really neat things, gyroscopes and test tubes and microscope slides. And I think that really made a big difference. I'm so grateful that I had that experience. I wanted more people to have it.
And now it's literally coming to your front door.
Now it's coming right to you.
You don't even have to leave your house to get this kind of stuff.
It couldn't be easier. Yeah.
Well, gotta love 2017 technology, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, so let's just get started. I mean, I'm so excited to see what I was previewing a few things before you got here, but I'm excited to see them in action.
Okay. Well, the first thing is that we should mix up some sand and water.
Okay.
Just take what's in that container and pour it into the water and give it a mix.
The whole thing?
I want it to be all dissolved in there.
It's like really cool. It's just your typical sand, okay?
And
the whole thing.
Yeah. While you're doing that.
And should I mix it while I'm doing it?
Yeah, mix it while you're doing it. You'll notice that orange is a big colored theme. We've got our little octopus mascot named Ink, I-N-Q, Ink, short for inquisitive.
Oh,
right?
That's very
all
smart.
Kinds of buried jokes. All right, good. So,
like it. Is it like a whisk? Should I be whisking it like it's a thing of eggs?
Doesn't seem to be working though.
What's this?
Or scoop some out. It's still dry.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right?
No. I thought he was being serious. I was like, oh, are we gonna have to start
It's gonna
this
mix?
over?
No, it will not mix. It is hydrophobic sand. It is scared of water, literally.
So how is hydrophobic sand created?
It's created out of well, actually, I don't know its full chemical composition. This is a very curious experience.
It's like a little moist, but it's like, I mean, this is like blowing my mind.
And the material just does not wet. Water makes almost everything wet. Those molecules just really adhere to things very well, but not to this sand. So you could put it in water and then scoop it up, and it will literally be dry.
Which is interesting because, like, you look at it in the water itself, it sort of looks like it's absorbing into some kind of mold
exactly.
or some
I'm actually
kind
gonna
of...
just put my hands in because you can play with this and sculpt with it like it's wet sand while it's under the water. But then you'll notice like a film of air that's protecting it from getting soaking wet, and when I pull it up, the sand is just dry grains of sand. The water beads up on top of it and will not soak in. It's very fun. It's like both a craft and science.
Oops.
That's fine, you know? Sometimes science is messy.
This is pretty messy.
Now, we could spend all day on every one of these objects, but what I want you to do now is pick up this thing and hold that lowest bulb in your hand.
Okay.
All right, cup your fingers around it. And the fluid immediately starts to rise. It's filling that top bulb. Keep holding. Concentrate. Oh yeah, can you feel the science happening?
Oh my God, oh my God.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on up there?
Oh my God, this is blowing.
This is often called a hand boiler.
Okay.
because it can look like it's boiling. You see that there's
Right,
bubbles,
activity.
but the temperature isn't that hot. So what's really happening is vapor-liquid equilibrium is being reached. Your hand is warming up that blue fluid, which turns into a vapor really easily. It's not water, it's alcohol. So when that turns into a vapor, it takes up more room. That greater volume pushes, literally, through its own vapor pressure, pushes the liquid up through the glass. And
so
it fills
could this
the
get to a
top.
boiling point, basically, or
If you were at a much higher body temperature than you would normally if you were alive and
if we
healthy.
were like outside?
Yeah,
and
but all
doing
it
this,
takes,
maybe?
right, all it takes to move the liquid is to
just
actually
your-
hold the bulb with your own body heat. So now, if I take this off, you'll see that that bottom bulb is almost empty. Now, if I hold the top one, boom, all that fluid gets pushed back down to the bottom. And
Does
it's
that have it-
pushed.
I was gonna say, how is it pushed?
It's pushed by the fact that the heat of your hand is all it takes to turn the liquid into a gas. And the gas takes up a lot more space.
Whoa.
I'm a lot warmer than you.
I've been in an air-conditioned office all day.
That's
so.
true. I've been driving with my hands on a warm steering wheel. And also, you know what they say, warm hands, cold heart. That's me. Look, we've got another glass item out here. This one is a...
This one's pretty neat. I was kind of playing with this one a little bit before you got here.
yeah.
So if you look at these, it looks like they're these spiked items, almost like sea urchin material
Yeah,
or
right?
something like that. And so should I flip it over?
Flip it over because it's like a sand timer. In fact, it's
It looks like
a
normal sand.
timer.
It looks like normal sand, like this.
Just like that, but
Just like
looks
that.
can be deceiving. So if you turn it over, the sand falls, but it forms these amazing spiny shapes. And because of the chaos involved, every time you flip it over, you're going to get a brand new sculpture with a
Right.
whole new pattern to it. It will tell time. I don't know how long it runs for. I think it kind of depends on a number of factors, but there's a magnet in this base, and these are not just pieces of regular sand, they're iron filings. And so that magnet causes them to align along the field lines, and you get these beautiful shapes. So you can tell time, you can have a cool desk toy, and you can also play around with what a magnet's fields look like in 3 dimensions.
I mean, this is just a multi-use item right here.
And everything is like so branded curiosity box. You know, this isn't just like, here, this fell off the back of a truck, take it. Look at the base. We've got ink right there. Right
Little
there,
ink.
burned into the wood.
Little
That's
ink.
ink's magnetic interval keeper.
So how do you decide what goes in what box? Like how are those decisions made?
They're made months, even years in advance. We'll know that we really want to get, for instance, a black light into a box. We source the best manufacturers of black lights and we tailor them to the way we want people to use them. And we've got to figure out how to include other things in the box that can be used with that light. So go ahead and open that box up. I'm going to open up this lotion. This lotion is good for your skin, but it also contains a chemical that fluoresces under black light. So let's trade. Hold the lotion and put a little tiny amount in your hands, like a dime-sized amount. Perfect, great. Now work that into the skin and
Oh God, I'm so scared.
read what the label says.
Lotion-based stimulated germs. Glows under ultraviolet light.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've just
So
put...
this is basically going to expose me for how gross I am?
It's totally
Is that it?
safe, but it simulates germs and how they move across surfaces in
Oh,
your
okay.
body. So when you take the black light that comes in the box,
What's
you'll
trigger?
notice that it's going to start glowing. We've got a bit of a... Flip your hands over. It might not
I'm
be
just
dark
so
enough in
clean.
here.
I'm really clean. No, that's what it is.
Oh, man.
Is it
Now,
too-
you really need to get in the shade to see those specks.
Yeah.
It's just too bright in this room. But, if you look at that lotion right there, I'm sure even on camera that's not
Wow.
glowing, but that's definitely fluorescing to us.
Wow.
The point is, you can put that all over your hands. My favorite thing to do to show how germs spread is to take an apple after you put on the lotion, cut the apple up, or even wash the apple, cut it up, and then look at it under the black light.
Ooh.
It'll still glow. Like, it takes a lot to totally...
Sort of like fluoride, the teeth fluoride.
Exactly,
Got it.
exactly.
Very
so,
cool.
so here I've got 2 boxes. One is the newest one, the one that's coming out and available right now. I think we should just do a little bit of an unboxing.
Let's do
like
it.
it just
I'm
arrived
so
at our
ready.
doorstep. You ready?
Boom.
Boom. Right off the bat, intro card tells you all about what's in the box And you got a little cute little picture of ink. How about that?
How can you say no to that?
Yeah. And this is sort of your field guide to know what your adventure's about to hold. And I think you should be the adventurer because I've seen inside the newest box.
All right. So we have, where should I don't even know where to start. Okay,
well, it's up to you.
So polymer spheres. AKA are these like the Zorbies or what do people call them?
Yeah, they're based on the same principle. And so this compound will absorb water like crazy. It's pretty much the opposite of a hydrophobic substance. These tiny little beads, they're just, as you can see, they're tiny. They absorb 300 times their size of water. So yeah, you leave them in a bowl for a few hours and you come back and they are, they've gone from being tiny to being like a nice big grape.
So if you were going to put these, what sort of vessel would you suggest putting these in?
I would suggest a bathtub.
Okay.
Right? But it's probably easier and would not take over the bathtub for the whole time you want to play with them. You just use a bowl or a glass.
Got it. Okay.
It takes a while for them to absorb, but this kind of compound is used for absorbing all kinds of liquid spills in the real world. Oh. And you'll also often find that kind of stuff in diapers.
Ooh,
yeah.
Interesting.
It's just so good at soaking up water.
Well, we don't have hours to play with these. We would play around with these otherwise, but
yeah.
we're not gonna make you guys sit here for hours. Oh, we have a T-shirt.
That's right. Yeah.
No science experiment needed with this. You can look cool.
But of course, the T-shirt is still educational.
Oh, is it? Okay, let's take a look.
Yeah.
We've got Vsauce. Ooh. Not only does this look cool, so explain to me the design.
Right, so it looks cool, but of course there's got to be more to it because we want people to get curious and go, what? Here's the thing. This is just a times table, but it's a modular times table. Around this circle, we've got the numbers 1 to 40. And then we've connected each number to what it is when it's multiplied by 4. So 1 is connected to 4, 2 to 8, 3 to 12, and so on. But you can keep doing this for as long as you want. After 40, just pretend the number 1 is 41, 42, 43. You go around as many times as you want, and you create this beautiful structure. And this particular one makes our Vsauce logo.
Is that how you came up with the logo, or is this just a happy coincidence?
This is just a coincidence. Well, it's not even a coincidence. We got a mathematical piece of software and played around with different multipliers, different numbers around until we got a V. Famously, I think if you use the 2 times tables, you can make a beautiful heart shape called a cardioid.
Okay.
But the cardioid looks a bit like a butt. Like it's 50-50 whether it's a heart or a butt. And we're like, let's just make it a V.
A little more effective. It's a V. You can't really get around.
So, look, you wear that, you're going to look fashionable, but you're also going to be able to teach people a lot of things about times tables.
I love it.
Right?
Okay, what else is in here? Glowing beverage L-mats. Oh, coasters.
They're coasters. We call them L-mats, and you'll see why we call them L-mats pretty soon.
Let's see. Do these glow? What are these?
They do glow. Patterns? Yeah.
These are the most high-tech.
Right.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I know that this is gold.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much.
So AU is gold, and then we have cerium, sulfur, and vanadium.
Oh, look at that. So you turn it on.
Yeah, turn it on, and when your drink is on it, it'll glow. Not a heavy enough drink. Look at this.
There we go.
Glowing,
Boom.
and they glow the colors of our channels. So we've got a color for each. But the really neat part, of course, is that not only are you learning about the properties of these elements and their names.
Uh-oh, I see a pattern here.
You're seeing where this is going.
I see a pattern here.
Vsauce. Vanadium, sulfur, gold, cerium. Their symbols spell Vsauce.
What do you think you would get if you mixed all those things together?
I did a bunch of experiments with these 4 at the University of Nottingham, and we didn't mix them mainly because poor old gold just does not react with stuff very well. It's kind of why it's a precious metal. It'll last for a long time. But there are ways to dissolve it, and I dissolved a piece of gold, and it was very sad. It's like, why am I destroying gold? but yeah, you go check out that video. It's actually called What's the Most Precious Element? I won't give away what the findings were, but there's a lot of cool things you can do with these elements. And again, it ties into the videos, right?
And this is cool. It's like if maybe your power's out or, something like that. It's like, let me just get my lighted up coasters.
Also, you're watching a movie and it's dark in the room and you want to not lose track of your drink?
Or in the middle of the night, you could put these, or maybe that wouldn't be as good. But
no, I like this. That's curiosity in action. That's just like ink, you're inquisitive.
Love it. Okay, so these are great.
Ah.
Ooh, this is cool. So I'm actually
You're already wearing a
one of
pin.
these.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Somehow
There's
you
a
got
pin.
a pin before you unbox it.
I have my ways. So yeah, very cool. Ink.
Yeah, that's ink, and he's wearing a diving helmet, which might confuse you because an octopus is already fine underwater.
Doesn't need
but
the-
ink likes to play dress up, and so every box comes with a unique pin with ink doing something different. And I don't know if I can say, but a different kind of pin is coming out in the upcoming boxes. We're very excited about. I'll just say this.
Sort of a collector's item, so to speak, right?
Very much a collector's item centered around puns.
Puns.
We're so excited about the pins that the first one's going to be available at VidCon. If you come to VidCon, we are giving out an exclusive pin just for that convention.
Is it like a limited kind of thing?
Yes,
First
we
come,
won't make
first
any
serve?
more. First come, first serve. And if you want to get the whole collection of this line that we've created, well, you got to be at VidCon and you got to get the box. I think they're a blast.
So everyone just get your butt out to VidCon, basically, if you want one of the cool
Yes.
exclusive pins.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have Curiosity Quarterly,
Right.
Growing Spheres, Let's Get Slimy. So is this just sort of like a program as
Yeah,
to-
and it's full of original articles written by all the hosts from the Vsauce channels. There's an explanation of the shirt and a great picture of Jake from Vsauce 3 wearing it. This is the Vsauce magazine.
Oh, is this the butt? That does look
Oh
like
yeah,
the butt, you guys.
that's the cardioid, which is a heart cardio, but it looks like a butt.
It looks like a butt.
Right. So here we show you how to use all the equipment that comes in each box, and we also dive more into the science. So it's kind of like a Vsauce video, but you get to read it. I mean, it's the Vsauce magazine.
Right.
Here's I wrote an article about numbers and the interesting properties of the names that we give numbers. Don't read it.
I won't.
You gotta get the magazine yourself. Kevin wrote a whole bunch of cool stuff about history and
Chewing gum.
chewing
That
gum
seems
and rubber,
interesting.
right? And then Jake wrote another article that's just exclusive to the magazine only. You're not going to see that on YouTube. We feature a creator in every magazine, which is a great way for us to kind of like introduce people to more educational channels on YouTube. This time it's Wendover Productions, and then we feature an artist in each magazine.
Very cool. All right. Ooh. I think we saved one of the best for last.
Yeah.
Slime!
Yeah.
Everybody knows that slime is the
Slime
hot
is
thing
very
right now.
fun, and it's very fun to make, and each one of these comes with 2 different colors. So you can mix it up.
Do not eat.
Yeah, I don't recommend eating it.
Recommend.
I wouldn't recommend eating any kind of slime unless you're really sure about what it is. A little booklet comes with the kit that tells you all about slimes and how nature uses them and how they're used in all kinds of other
And
products.
you can get your choice of colors, blue or green.
Blue or green, yeah. Now,
So are we going to make some right now, or does it take a long?
we should just keep moving on.
Got it.
Because if we make them, we're just going to be playing with slime.
That's you know what, that's a good call.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll just be stuck here, and this will be one of those slime videos.
Plus, the properties of the slime and how it comes together is something that you should find out on your own.
Very true. Very true. But we have a sticker.
Yeah.
Tell me, this looks.
This was Kevin's idea, the host of Vsauce 2. He was like, I want a tree who...
It's like the tree of life.
Yeah, but its leaves become a nebula. So it's like Earth and outer space coming together. And then, as a bonus, read the roots. The roots say Vsauce.
You guys really
right?
thought of everything.
Yeah, I'm
This is
not
very
kidding.
thoughtful.
We spend months working on what each item will be, incorporating them into both our episodes and the things scientifically that are most curious to us at that moment. This is a story that if Jake was here, he could tell you more about Dub Wars, the game. But a game comes in every box as well.
Oh, very cool.
It's a free code to download games. This one was made by a developer that Jake knows and worked with on a different campaign. He loves the game. And it's also just a cool way to help out people who are making games on their own.
For sure. And I think this might be the final item.
It's so
it's
big.
A biggie.
It had
I got
to be.
like flip the box open.
Yeah, you do. The book actually had to be printed specially just for the shape of our
Boom.
box.
Right
Boom.
there.
So elements are a theme in this box, and this book is brilliant. You can see that we actually have our little official Curiosity Box sticker there as a book selection. And this contains photographs and stories.
Everybody
and
loves a
histories.
good coffee table book, right?
Yes.
It's educational. I feel like the hours of which you can be entertained by this box alone is just, you'll be here for days.
Exactly,
There's
and
so
that's
much.
the point. I mean, look at all the things, and this is everything that makes up our universe that we experience. I mean, I don't think there's much dark matter discussion in here, but we also don't have photos of dark matter because it has this pesky property of not interacting with light. Don't get me started on dark matter. But selenium, cool. Look at all the different ways that it's used, and in the purest form they can find, got a nice, beautiful photo of it, and it also comes with a poster. A periodic table poster with all these images that you can put up.
That is so cool.
Love this book. My father had this book, and I said, we got to get this into everyone's hands.
Very cool. Or where can everybody purchase their own Curiosity Box?
CuriosityBox.com.
That's simple.
Couldn't
It is
be
that simple.
More simple.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to be playing with this sand for the rest of the day.
Please
so.
keep it all. I'm all about feeding minds, and that actually reminds me that a portion of all the proceeds from the Curiosity Box go to Alzheimer's research. So it's not just good for your brain, it's good for all of our brains.
I love that.
Right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Be sure to go to curiositybox.com to get your own Curiosity Box quarterly. So
Yeah.
once a quarter, guys.
4 times a year. Yeah.
See you next time.